Now, the next year in 1965, they would remove silver from our coinage because it was getting too expensive. Or looked at another way, the dollar was already beginning to lose value and they couldn't afford to put silver in it.
All right, Kyle, it's not very much fun when you talk about how, the dollar keeps losing value. But what you do offer is hope with the purchasing power of the precious metals. So can you walk me through a real world example of how this plays out?
Yeah. So on my desk, I've got a $25 savings bond that was purchased by my grandfather and grandmother in March of 1964. And in 1964, our coinage, so our dimes, quarters, and half dollars, were 90% silver. Now, the next year in 1965, they would remove silver from our coinage because it was getting too expensive. Or looked at another way, the dollar was already beginning to lose value and they couldn't afford to put silver in it. So I imagine that my grandmother and grandfather strolled into the bank with a little bag of $18.75 in change, which would have been the purchase price of this $25 savings bond. So they got this little bag of dimes and quarters and half dollars, and they buy this savings bond for $18.75. All right, so let's say they cash that savings bond in for the $25 and deposited that in the bank for these 60 years, and it's been in the bank at 5% interest. What would it be worth today? Well, that's $215. Okay, now, if they had simply kept that $18.75 in change in the 90% dimes, quarters, and half dollars, today it would be worth $650. This little bag of silver coins has 3 times the purchasing power of the dollars held on deposit at interest for the same amount of time. So I ask, which would have been more wise, the savings bond or just keeping those silver coins?